Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Taylor. I am a life insurance agent with experience or expertise in asset protection and cash flow management. Why should you listen to anything that I have to say? It's real simple. I help real estate agents close larger cases. I help them close more cases, and I help them get deals that otherwise may be lost because there's some challenges or complications from a financial perspective. What I do every week is create or share a case study of where I've either have been involved in or assisted in helping create a scenario where an agent was able to get either the listing and or the sale, and it created more opportunities for them. I'm very good at what I do, and the ultimate goal is to provide a debt elimination strategy so that they're able to either purchase their next property or come to a agreement with their partner in when there's an issue and they're going their separate ways. And that's what tonight's class is about. I'm probably going to be about 10 minutes. So make sure you get ready to write down your questions. In this particular session, I didn't have any guests, anyone. I just wanted to go through a case study and send it out to you just to create some curiosity and to see if maybe you want to do a 15-minute Zoom session to talk more about how I can help you grow your business. Interest rates are irrelevant, and some of the challenges that you're running into are all irrelevant, because when you can solve people's financial problems, especially folks who have the money and they can't afford to move forward, but in the back of their mind, they're concerned about some other issues that they're not sharing with the realtor. But they talk to me about those problems. So let's go through this case study here, and I promise you it'll be quick, it'll be worth your time. And I'm hoping that you're going to set up a 15-minute with me so I can answer your questions and maybe even do a test case to show you how I do what I do. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm utilizing this software, so please bear with me because you almost have to be a DJ to do these presentations. Okay, so here we go. All right. So as I made mention, I want to help you guys. I want to help you close more deals. I want to boost your volume, and I want to help attract high income clients on a repeated basis. Okay, so this is my 37th year in financial services. I'll talk to you a little bit more about my total background. Matter of fact, when you set up the 15-minute, I'll send you a resume. Now, you can go to my YouTube page if you like, which is Never Lose Money Strategy, or you can go to LinkedIn. You can find me there as well, but I'm not hard to find. I've got a lot of videos and material out there. I have over 1,000 clients, and I've helped facilitate. Here's what's interesting about my story. I've helped facilitate over 500 purchases and sales, and I'm not a realtor. And so the way that my professional life has evolved is just been organically helping people and helping to develop case designs that solve problems relative to where people were in their situation. This is the reason why I say that higher income families, even those who have great credit scores and cash reserves, they're thinking, we want to get this house, but Jimmy's got to go to college. They want to get this house, but they know the lease payment is going to be higher this time because it's 4 years later, you know, and you guys as realtors, you don't get into all of that. And so what I've been able to do is just develop case designs that address all of those issues and make it easier for real estate agents to attract more deals and be able to close them. So, as I may mention, that I help I have property buyers and buyers and sellers solve financial challenges that may hinder them from buying or selling the property. I assist qualified buyers and sellers in purchasing property more efficiently, and I assist real estate agents in increasing sales volume with higher net worth professionals. And you don't have to do any of the work. I provide I support you in terms of making, uh, uh, keeping you aware of what's going on. I continue to reinforce why they should be working with you. And so I become not only a value add, but a support system to you as well. Okay. My ultimate goal is to provide a 7-year debt elimination strategy without hurting their budget. And this is the perfect example of a scenario where I wasn't able to create a 7-year strategy, but yet I was still able to address the concerns that they had. So let me show you. Let me show you in a moment here. Okay. So once again, it's a divorcing couple. They had a equity of $400,000. So, that was a huge issue. And they had existing combined debt of $50,000. And the objective was to sell the current property, purchase 2 new properties, and then eliminate debt and build cash reserve at the same time. And so this is the report that was created for that scenario. And you can see here that they have 2 mortgages uh, in their debt load, and they've got 2 loans for 99,000 and credit card for 46,000. Okay. Now, when we look at their base income was $12,000 per month. They have monthly debt payments of 7,537, and then they have their other expenses. So they had a net discretionary income of $562. One of the benefits of the software that I use and one of the tools that I use is that it reverse engineers the amortization on how debt works. So this software works to the advantage of the debt holder. So in this particular case, you can see here with the bank plan, they will be paying out $1.2 million easily. With our plan, it's 915. But look at this, their debt can be eliminated in 9.5 years. And this is really, really important because the emphasis here is how can we help them solve their problem and get them out of debt at the same time. In addition to that, we're going to build a $2.3 million cash reserve at the same time. Now, this is very important because we want to teach the professional here, or the property buyer, property seller. We want to teach them, how do you bring the debt down and build your cash reserves at the same time? And how do you do this so that you are staying within your budget? And that's the reason why I'm having so much fun and working with various families, because we are providing solutions and dealing with this issue, the issues or challenges that they have. The lender is going to do a great job of what they do. But remember, at the end of the day, the lender is putting them into debt. And so we want to show them how to get that property and eliminate the debt too. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, so one of the things that I love about this process is that it's all written out. Now, there's another case design that we create for the cash reserve piece. But in terms of focusing on the debt, you can see here in the first year, it's a $700,000 balance because that's their current debt load, right? So if they continue to do what they're doing, 1 year from now, they'll be at 668. In 2 years, they'll be at 634. Again, just doing what they normally do, paying down their debt. So in 5 years, they will still owe $526,000. Okay. Um, Here on the right-hand side, you can see here that the number is 703,795. Why? Because the software that we use is $37.95. That is the price of the software. It comes with coaching and it's lifetime. So this is not some kind of something where you're by yourself. No, we spend quality time walking them through this process and we help them along the way. So this is not a one-time deal. But here's the sweet part. In their first year, using the software, they go from 703,000 to 650,000. Look at this in the first year. In the first year, that's nearly an $18,000 difference in debt elimination. You see how powerful that is? In the second year, you look at the difference between 634 and 592, that is nearly a $50,000 in debt elimination. In the third year, we look at 600,000 versus 528. That's almost a $75,000 debt elimination. So you can see here that not only is the software working, all they have to do is check in once a week for about 15 minutes or so, just to put in their updated information, and then the software will adjust to their new numbers. But the point that I'm making is that they will be able to clearly see how the debt is being eliminated and how the interest is being canceled, which is very, very important. And then again, you can see here in the ninth, 10th year, they would still have $412,000 in debt versus $48,000 or $50,000 in cash reserve. Actually, it would be much higher than that. But again, I'm just trying to get you to the basics of how this process works. The bottom line of what we've done here is that we have been able to help them create a debt elimination report. It wasn't 7 years, it was a little bit over 9 years, but what? We're still carrying those two mortgages. And that's the reason why I was excited about sharing this with you guys. Because these guys had a problem. They were trying to figure out how we're going to do all of this with the divorce. And here we came up with solutions that everybody could live with. And then the agent got the deal. Not only the sell piece of it, but they got the listing piece, but they got the purchase piece as well. And that's what I wanted. That's how I want to help you as the realtor. So, hey, listen, like I said, I just ran through this. Um, let's talk. I would love to see how I might be able to create some scenarios within the clients that you're working with. Let's do a 15-minute Zoom. This is my information, calendly.com / your money coach. I will send you when I get your Calendly registration, I will automatically send you my resume. We'll have some FAQs and some other things in there. I'll send you some additional support videos, and then let's review your questions. Let's just see how this might be able to work in light of how you're doing what you're doing. But I promise you, I know that I can help you close more deals if you're willing to be open to how we do what we do. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, and I look forward to our 15-minute Zoom. And you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.